Namaskar. Welcome to this beautiful session where we would be actually talking about how to empower our mind to defeat emptiness and depression. Friends, in today's world, almost each one of us are suffering in one form or the other. Somebody is suffering through heartbreak, somebody is suffering major losses in business, somebody through disease, and somebody have lost their loved ones. Each of these states stimulate immense grief within us, and then we go into a state of either depression or loneliness or loneliness. So what do we do to empower ourselves to come out of this state, especially during these times? The whole session is based on these talks. We are seeing whether it is poor people or rich people, everybody is suffering in one form or the other. We are listening daily almost, some businessmen, some actors, some actresses, who have achieved name, fame, money, everything, yet they are committing suicide. Why would somebody do that? Charak Samhita, an ancient scripture, is actually saying that depression or feeling low, that could be one of the fundamental causes of physical disease. इसे हम हल्के में नहीं रह सकते. We cannot take this lightly. Almost in all kinds of diseases does depression or feeling low manifest, from failure of chief organs like heart, liver, kidney, to migraine or thyroid issues or weight gain or weight loss through varicose veins or pain in various body parts, to even lifestyle diseases. Depression could be the chief cause. Sometimes even cancer could be caused through a long-term chronic depression. Hence, it is imperative for us to understand this in the initial phases and take charge. Arjun was in a state of dilemma in Gita's chapter 1, which is actually Vishad Yoga, where Arjun goes through a very low feeling or state of depression. He's confused, he's deluded, he's completely deluded that how can I kill my own guru, my own loved ones, my own relatives, family. And in this state of loneliness, Krishna gives him and us the key of how we can come out of depression. We will now learn how to empower ourselves through the wisdom of Gita and Sanved, so that we can use the power of mind, intellect, and the forces within to defeat this state of loneliness or depression and to be a winner in life. Asiddhi bhayat vivideshu karyasu saddo apravrittihi. Apprehension of failure, loss, results in incapability of mind to function properly. Apprehension is directly not mithya. Mithya means illusion, delusion. Apprehension is a direct function of mithya. So we need to understand what this mithya is. In life, we often take karmas and actions through blindfoldedness. Any action that we take through our intellect, through our creativity and wisdom, those are known as pure actions. However, there are actions which we take through the filter of delusion, through illusion, and they are called as impure actions. Naturally, impure actions, because the input was not right, the output will be wrong, isn't it? For example, there is a king or a prime minister. Okay, there is a prime minister. His intelligence agency gives him a wrong information that the neighboring country is going to wage a war against his country. Now, based on that incorrect information of his agency, he takes a wrong action out of fear and he attacks the other country. Okay, it was a wrong information, it was not a correct information given by the agent or the agency. So the whole action which was based on a wrong information becomes an act of delusion out of the illusion mithya. It will almost always be an impure action, dangerous action. So it is very important for us to understand what this mithya or illusion is, because the illusion is the force which takes us down. Dhritarashtra or mithya, it pulls us down into the dark forces, and from these dark forces or dark energy, the feeling of sadness, the feeling of grief, they propagate. So consider life. Whenever you are feeling very euphoric, very happy, happiness, joyful, success, powerful, empowered, okay, satisfied, we feel disempowered, we feel low, depressed, sad, angry, resentful, negative vibes and negative energy forms and negative vibrations. So we usually in life, we perform like a radio wave, and like we tune to a radio depending on which our favorite radio station is. Similarly in life, we usually tune to higher energies or lower energies, the energies of happiness and the energies of sadness, and based on what we have attuned to, we start pulling more of that energy, that happiness or sadness. Happiness and sadness are the two level graph of our life. It is important for us to know what is this happiness and sadness, and what is sadness and happiness dependent upon. Usually we think that when we achieve a certain target or we acquire certain wealth or certain material form, then we will be happy. Or if we achieve someone or someone's attention or someone's love, then we feel that we will be happy in life. And we are in grief when that attention or that love is gone, or we go through a breakup, or we feel a loss of that loved one. But in reality, is happiness and sadness direct function of a person or material wealth? We mostly think so, right? We feel that if we had, certain amount, maybe some $1 million or some million rupees, when we acquire, we'll be happy. This is what most of us think, because we compare it with others. But if money or material wealth could have that power, then why are rich businessmen, why are actors and actresses who have immense wealth, immense fame, committing suicide? They have everything what a common layman are aspiring for, right? Yet they are committing suicide. So then what is it that is not that they have achieved, right? Because they have now actually gone through some kind of pain in spite of achieving all that wealth and fame. There must be something which is remaining, isn't it? It is very clear that happiness and sadness is not dependent on a particular person or the number or dependent of wealth. Because if it was so, then why would rich people also feel unhappy, sad? They are also going through a lot of sadness of a different nature or of their own kind, but they do feel sad. So then there is some form of illusion which we have, that if we will achieve certain person or certain money or certain wealth or certain material things, we will feel happy. Join hands with us, and to know more, stay connected. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad.